screen time of your children. It's been a big issue for us, most of the parents throughout. But now, in this pandemic or social distancing time, it is being a massive hit or massive worry for most of the parents, as there is no other option other than screen or long screen time to continue the education or to continue the study. Now, we are really worried that whether our children are getting seriously screen addiction or whether it is going to impact their emotional well-being to a deeper extent or not. So we are already worried about our physical health, our financial anxiety, our job security, and on top of that, once we see our little ones are spending the whole day in front of the screen, it just adds up the fuel in the fire, and we scream, we freak out, and we snatch the mobile from them, we get frustrated. The irony is that it doesn't end over there. After a few days, again the same scenario repeats, and that means all our screaming and shouting, everything is in vain, and we get more frustrated out of that, right? So most of the parents are complaining about this issue since this pandemic has taken a toll on our regular life. Now, how to deal with that situation? If you are a parent who is already bugged up with this worry, if you are thinking how to come out of this situation, so this video is for you, because here in this video I'm going to bring a particular formula called 3P 5P to deal with this situation. So before going deeper into the 3P 5P formula, let me tell you that number of psychologists, number of CBT, means cognitive behavioral coaches across the world, are bringing their opinion, especially in this pandemic, as all our concerns regarding the screen time has been flipped completely upside down in this pandemic. What does it mean? Does it mean that whatever the bad effects or the harmful effects we were worried, we were talking so far, has been changed or have been changed over the time period? No, it's not like that. But given the circumstance or given the scenario, what best we can do for our children to have a greater emotional well-being, a greater overall health, right? So now for this I'm bringing 3P 5P formula. What is 3P 5P? 3P is 3 precautions and 5P is 5 prompts. So 3 precautions and 5 prompts or 5 tips you can take, 5 actions you can take to deal with the situation. What are the 3 precautions? Precaution 1. Make your mealtime screen free. Now, I have seen that number of families are having their meals and watching the television or watching the shows, using the screen as a media of entertainment while having their food. So there are 2-way bad effects. First one, once while you are having your food and watching the screen, your digestion or the digestive system is not working properly because your salivas, your hormones are not properly functional if you are giving your focus on the screen. And don't underestimate the contribution of your digestive system in your mental health. It has been proved by all the scientists that our digestive system or our gut system has a greater effect on our emotional well-being as well as in our mental health. So you are harming your physical health, digestive system directly, at the same time you are harming your emotional health as well. So avoid the screen time while having your food. And there is one more reason why I'm saying this, that psychologists say that meal time is a good opportunity for the family to interact between themselves, because when you are having your food, the enzymes or the hormones that secretes, it actually encourage the family bonding, it encourages the psychological proximity. So this is a very good time to have interaction and family interaction and create the bonding more stronger. So don't miss your mealtime to create a greater bond among the family members. So I will repeat the first precaution: make your mealtime screen free. The second precaution: so check your child's technology health, and there are 3 factors to check your child's technology health. What are those 3 factors? Number 1, duration, content, and partner. These are the 3 factors you can check to be sure about your child's technology health. If the duration is good, if the subject or the content is appropriate for watching the screen, and who are the people with whom your child is watching the screen or sharing the screen? Is it the friends, teacher, or the stranger people? You need to check out on these 3 factors to check your child's technology health and be sure about that technology health of your child. The third precaution: check that if your child's screen affinity is eating up his or her interest for family interaction, for peers interaction, for physical activity, or the other thing he or she is generally interested in. If the screen affinity is impacting in these areas as well, that means you need to be aware and you need to follow the 6 steps. 5 prompts I'm bringing. You need to follow the 5 prompts I'm bringing in the next part of the video. If it doesn't work, you need to take a professional help. So be sure to check this, that whether your child's screen affinity is eating up the interests for those things. Now, what are the 5 prompts or the 5 steps you can take to deal with the situation? Number 1, as I mentioned, the content of screen time is very important. Other than the regular study or regular classes, what is the content your child is watching on the screen? So use screen for enhancing the creativity or the varieties of education. When I'm saying varieties of education, nowadays lots of educations on emotional well-being or on other attributes of a human being is coming over online, and don't be scared to use the screen for getting those education, because this is the only option and this will do good for your child at this scenario. So use the screen for enriching the creativity. For an example, that my daughter, she loves to watch YouTube videos for different recipes, and she uses those recipes with herself, and I'm very happy about that because that enriches her creativity. So the first prompt or first step is use the screen for enriching the creativity and varieties of education for your child. Number 2, schedule the duration. Schedule the screen time with a particular boundary. Okay, now here I want to give a very interesting tip for you. So if your child is more than 8 years, ask your child that what he or she thinks will be a good enough screen time other than the study right now in this situation. So if your child says that 1 hour, just check with yourself also whether it is good. So have a good discussion, and on top of that choice, add a 15 minutes bonus time to your child, saying that you are giving that bonus time if he or she follows the screen decorandum. Means if he or she keeps himself or herself restricted with that duration, and also if he or she is having or watching good content, right, appropriate content over the screen. So then give that 15 minutes extra bonus that for using the screen in a good way, in a productive way. Third step that you can take, get engaged at least at times in the screen watching with your child. That will create a better empathy, that will keep you in the sync about the content on what your child is interested over the screen. So get engaged while your child is having the screen time at least at times. The next prompt or the next step is something that needs your effort and determination, and trust me, that is going to bring a lot of good things for you in your family as well. So keep 4 to 6 hours per week as a screen free family time. Once I'm saying screen free family time means all your screen devices away from your visionary. Keep all your mobiles and apps and iPad and iPhone in a locker or in a drawer. Make all your neighbors, friends, colleagues, and extended family members aware that you are going to have a screen-free 4 hours over that weekend with your children, and trust me, that will encourage them also to follow the trend. Okay, so have a screen-free 4 to 6 hours with the whole family per week. Show your child that you can live without the screen and you can live in a very meaningful way. The fifth prompt, that is, don't put all your eggs in one basket, means don't use the screen as the only source of entertainment. Use other sources like cooking together, listening to music, reading together, playing together some physical games, reading together, and bring other sources of entertainment in your family, and be a model to your child that there could be other sources of entertainment as well. So if you can keep those 3 precautions and 5 prompts in your mind and go ahead with the technology, I'm sure the technology will bring something good for you in this pandemic situation. Just imagine that if we would not have the technology up to this level, or all of a sudden if some cyber virus attacks and we are forced to take, there is no internet, there is no virtual interaction between us, what would happen to us in this social distancing time? So we need to be grateful, we need to be thankful for having the technology, for having the internet, and we need to be intelligent to use it in a productive way, in a right way, to do something good for us, not let it harm us or our children. Have a great mindset. Have a wonderful parenting journey along with your child. Have a great life.